All right, happy Monday to all you traders out there making money in the market. It's a great day. It was a crazy day, man. I was trading and my power went out, so I had to stop early. I didn't get to hold Apple trade I had gotten into um, as long as I wanted to, but able to make a couple dollars off of it. Ended up closing out on my cell phone. So with that said, man, you had those days where things happen out of your control. You can't do anything about. You can't do anything about it. You got to roll with the punches. But all in all, it was a cool day. Had some great setups on JNUG and DYN. The setups were good. Just the trade itself didn't manifest. Ended up taking profits, and then stock pulled back. Ended up stopping me out. So this JNUG trade, and you can see the setup as well as what actually took place and why I got in, where I got in, and when I actually got out of this trade. Let's move this to this is a 1 minute chart, so we're gonna look at this area first. All right, so JNUG, it hit my watch list at this candle right here. I think it was around 1551, and I was waiting for a pullback to see exactly when could I actually get in this trade, since I missed this entry, a break above the open price from a previous push lower. You got to push lower, buyer step in, get a break above the open. That's a valid entry, or a break above the overnight high is a good entry. So I knew I had missed that one, so I wanted to wait and find a better entry. So we get a push higher, start getting this consolidation up here around 1556. So my target was going to be a candle breaking through 1556, and I got in right here 1557 with the increased volume. That was my actual indicator. I don't use stochastics or MACDs, things like that. I just pretty much use supply and demand, volume, and price to dictate when I'm going to get in or get out of trade. So I took a long position right here, 1557, and scaled out as the stock popped up. So stock got up to 1574, and I sold 1,000 shares right here. Now, as soon as I sell and lock in profit, I move my stop up to break even. My stop was right here, 1543. So I moved my stop up to break even, sold 1,000 shares right here. Stock ended up pushing back and hit my stop, and I got out right here around 10 o'clock for $100 profit on JNUG. Now, granted, would I like to stay in it longer and watch it run? Yeah, but my plan dictates how I trade. Did the stock push higher? It did, but I can't do anything about that. Once I'm stopped out, I'm stopped out. I'm not going to hold it. I'm not going to hold it through this pullback and say, it'll bounce back up, because 9 out of 10 times it does not bounce up. If a stock is pushing lower, it's pushing lower for a reason. That must mean there's this is a level of resistance or too much supply and no demand. So the stock pushes lower. And you can see it tested this area twice. You got this pullback and you got this pullback. So if you were able to get in this trade and run this 11 o'clock time frame for a break back through this 1557 area and hold it, great. That was a great entry for you. Just I didn't have any internet or power at that time, so I was in and out. Like I said, got in right here 1557 and got out on this candle around 15. My stop was at 1557 after I took profits right there. So that was JNUG. It's a nice setup, and just didn't follow through as long as I would like for it to have. But make $100 in 10-15 minutes. You can't, you really can't complain if you're making money as a trader. You complain if you're losing money, but if you're making money on a daily basis, consistent basis, there's no point in complaining and trying to split hairs as it relates to what you're doing. Second trade, DYN, and this trade was actually even better set up than JNUG for the simple fact we got overnight high around 1288. Stock sold off. First 5-minute candle. Buyer stepped in. Found some demand down here around 1232. Buyer stepped in, and I took a long position right here on this candle. We got a volume spike. We got our area of support. We got a break above this 15-period moving average, and I'm long at 1267. This is a great candle formation setup, you know, to memorize. You get a red candle pushing lower. Sellers cannot continue to push this stock lower. Buyers step in. If buyers are stepping in, that means, you know, the selling is becoming weaker. So on this type of candlestick formation, you're looking for an entry where the entry is right a break above the previous open, which is 1272, or you can say, hey, my entry is going to be a break above this 15-period moving average, 1267. Either or, it's a great entry. The only problem is with this stock, it didn't break above this 1288 overnight high. So when I took a long position at 1267, broke up to 1283. So I think I sold 250 shares or 1,000 shares right here at this high. Then the stock pushed back, ended up getting stopped out, and that was the trade. Granted, would I like for it to push higher and break through? Yeah, but it's not breaking through for a reason, and that reason being, hey, there's no demand up here at 1288. You know, there's nothing but sellers, so there's no point in me holding this trade longer than what I needed to. So make a quick 25 bucks on that trade, and that's it. DYN. Next trade, Apple. It's a great setup. Power went out, couldn't hold it, and I was upset. Here's the setup, and I'm gonna show you with some candles. Now this is a 5-minute chart. I will change it to 15 and a 1 minute, and we can see the actual setups on those time frames as well. So if you didn't catch this push higher, there is an overnight gap up from Friday. Let me zoom out a little bit. So Friday we had to close around 163. Opened up here 163.89. So if you didn't catch this first 5-minute candle, you didn't catch this second 5-minute candle, the only thing you can do is wait for a pullback, and that's what I did. I waited for a pullback, and I was looking for a break above this area of resistance. So we got a pullback here, and we have triangle right there, forming a increasing triangle. What do you want to call it? Incline triangle, whatever you have it. You're looking for a break above this area of resistance. You know where your support is. Your support is this pullback. Your support is 165, or you can have it even tighter, 165.58. That's your area of support. So once you get a break out of this triangle, go long, take a long position. And this is more of a, conservative entry. You can say, hey, I like to enter at the bottom of the triangle versus the top. I just like a little more proof when I'm trading, since the price action is my indicator. Supply and demand is my indicator. So once I see the break, hey, that let me know demand is increasing. Demand's increasing, take a long position at 166.32. And I ended up getting out right here at 167.15 actually. So I ended up getting right out at 167.15, and you can see the stock pushed higher to 168.07. My power went out right after I got in the trade, so I had to look at it on my phone, and I didn't feel comfortable looking at the charts on my phone. So ended up getting out and taking what, $400 profit. So it's cool, no problem. But it was a good setup for Apple. You know, you can also see the setup on the 1 minute chart. You got push higher, first 10 minutes of trading. You get a small pullback, bouncing off this 15 period moving average. Higher lows from the open, low, low, and low. What happens next? You get a small pullback right here, forming another higher low and a breakthrough resistance. Breakthrough resistance, the stock is off to the runnings. Now, sometimes you may get a break and then the stock actually die. You know, there's no follow through. So pay attention to volume. Volume has to increase and continue to increase in order for the stock to run. Other people had to step in and start buying that particular stock or whatever you're trading. You know, other people have to see the same thing you're seeing in order for, you know, the stock to take off. So took a long position at a break above this resistance area and stock took off. That's it. Basic setup, basic trade, nothing fancy about it. Basic entry and basic exit. I only had 500 shares, so it wasn't like, you know, I wasn't swinging for the fences. I was just looking at the setup. So that's it for me today. I am the Bearded Trader. This is basic trading. I trade supply and demand. You know, I do not use a whole bunch of indicators. You know, use what works for you. I just get a little confused looking at so much stuff on my screen. But with that said, I hope y'all had a great day trading. If there's anything I can do for you, just leave me a comment in the comment section below. I definitely will respond. Have a great day.